Hello everyone and welcome back to the Ironside cast. With me Matt. We have a 3v3 for you all here on Calais Battery reworked on the Eastern Front. Let's go for the Soviets first. We have Chronic without a commander. We have Fear without a commander. Finally we have Meet Your End also without a commander. Represent the Axis today. We have Queen Goat as the Wehrmacht. Rachel as the Wehrmacht. And rounding them off we have Lobo as the Waffen SS straight out the gate with Mechanisierte. See, this turns out for them. Soviets build up here. Looks like they might be going for something a little bit different. But double sappers early for Meet Your End, interesting. And conscripts are moving out here. Looks like it's going to be a basic opening for most of them. You know, it's going for the basic 1-1-1 opening. Pioneer, Volksgrenadier into Grenadier, so you have a little bit of everything. Looks like Rachel's just going for double Volksgrenadier. They've also picked a commander. I think this is Leichte. He'd like, so we have two mechanized forces for the Germans today. Pioneers are just moving close here. They are going to be counting the conscripts. Conscripts should not be able to win that fight, but currently the Pioneers don't actually have any cover. But against neither does the conscripts. The conscripts out in the open. I mean, very easy targets here. Conscripts are not good in these kind of engagements. The Russians are getting more troops on the field here. Also, the Storm Pioneers have approached pretty far up here. And that's on fire on these sappers. As the conscripts also moving to secure more of the southern flank. Game's going to try and secure the center here. But how successful they will be, that is the main question. Looks like so far they're holding on. Looks like one of the Soviets have gone for motor strategy. No command. Oh wait, top one has gone for shock. Okay. The firefights are continuing up in the northern flank here. The Sturm Grenadiers are pressed now, sitting up behind the hay. Gray has been tossed, but the Sturm Pioneers do dodge it. The center of the Wehrmacht is holding the central point, but are trying to dig in. As the Soviets are trying to apply more pressure with the Fontaviki. The southern flank, the Soviets are just having a little bit of a view of the German forces as they themselves are digging in. We'll be with an MG42 in the field here now for Rachel. They now suppressive fire on those Fontaviki. Those Fontaviki are going to be in big trouble because of it. Volksgrenadier is also advancing quickly. Laying down a lot of fire. Lots of Fontaviki are appearing to get some shots in. And the Volksgrenadier is trying to advance with the cover of the Kubelwagen. So far swing over, that's a grenade! And that's a problem now. Those Volksgrenadiers might not make it. No, they do not. And that's Kubelwagen has to pull back. Volksgrenadier is moving up here to try and engage with the Fontaviki, but grenade has been tossed. Not in the right spot though. Which means I think the Volksgrenadiers can win that engagement. Molotov's been tossed though. The Volksgrenadiers dodge it. That's it, Fontaviki. Maxim's being rolled up by the Soviets. Conscripts on the flank. Conscripts gets some shots into the Volksgrenadiers, but conscripts suck at aiming at long range, as you can see. That's it, they are getting some shots in. Just in the hand of the Soviets up here with a Maxim machine gun. The Waffen SS is taking in as they've secured more ground. So the Germans so far got the upper hand on the territory. But Soviets are very good at making comebacks. So you never know. Kubelwagen is being relocated to the northern flank to support. And just apply some pressure every now and then. Templar's trying to advance out here in the open. Storm Grenadiers getting some good shots in, but a grenade is on them. They've just pulled back though. Maxim setting up here. Got a few shots in on that Kubelwagen, but the Kubelwagen moves back immediately. Maxim set up on the southern flank here. And so for the firefights, just across some of the front line, it's somewhat static at the moment. So we're trying to advance on the northern flank here. Got a good Molotov. The Storm Grenadiers. Oh god, that's an Storm Grenadier squad. That's an expensive loss early on. Now the Maximus advance. We do have a half-track arriving here for the Mechanisierte. Mechanisierte from after this can get half-tracks pretty damn quickly. And very cheaply too. And the conscripts move through their own fire. That was not smart, but they do get the ground. MT-54 spinning here in ambush. Massive setting up. Not open fire yet. Sabers advancing. MG is just waiting for the right target. These Sabers might get too close. Or they're starting to build a bunker. Machine gun is just waiting. And now it opens fire. Quickly suppressing the Sabers and might actually kill them. Yep. Good ambush there from the MG-34, but now it's on the Maxim fire. I think the Maxim will be able to take it out here unless this half-track is on the flank. Which might actually be the intention. There being a distraction here. No, they might. It was not the intention, evidently. Still, the MG-34 looks like it might make it. Yeah, it's able to get back. You know, the Soviets and the Wehrmacht having a fight down here. Looks like the Southern Wehrmacht commander has gone for Panzer. So we have very vehicle-heavy commanders here for the Germans today. I wonder if that will be to their advantage or not. Pushing machine gun on the southern flank here for the Soviet Union. As the Soviets are trying to dig in further along the front line. 2-1 in the field here, becoming a 2-2 soon. More support teams are coming out here for the Soviets. As Untersturmführer is arriving here for the Mechanized Division. They have a Lend-Lease Jeep with a Dushka on top. Need to motorize, I'm pretty sure. Basically just a Soviet Jeep, but with a 50 caliber machine gun on top. The Soviets are digging in across the front line, just trying to figure out what to do. Looks like it's Shock Army, nothing for Fio and Motor. So Fio is the one that picked the commander yet. Shock is very versatile, and so is Motor. So need to see what Fio picks to supplement their allies. We have a tank hunter arriving here in the field as well. And a mortar arriving for the Shock Army. Bunkers has been set up here by the conscripts. They'll pull down the ground. And just being set up here by the Waffen-SS. Mortar opens fire. Have to go on the flank here with some Sturm Grenadiers with an MG-44 100 rounds unique to a Mechanisierte. That's gonna be 3 machine guns in that half-track zone. That's a lot of machine gun fire. 2 MG-42s and an MG-34 100 rounds. Oh, but assist takes him out! That's not good for the Germans. They need to pull back quickly. Get those machine guns back to safety. 2-2 is assaulting. Also some Panzergrenadiers are supplementing it as well from the 90th. Trying to apply as much pressure as possible. EPM opens fire and suppresses them though, but there's also a tank hunter here. But Panzer has been upgraded, so it has a higher survivability rate. Yep, that shot did not penetrate, as you can see. 50% increased frontal armor on 2-2 can help against anti-tank rifles, especially at range. At the southern flank, the Soviets remain dug in, and so have the Germans across from them. It's a somewhat static fight down here. I should pour myself some more Pepsi. I've got a Pepsi Max right here. I like Pepsi Max. It's a nice soda for me. Probably my favorite cola. I'm not really much into a Coke, to be honest. I'm on to Pepsi. Especially Pepsi Max. Pepsi Max is like a European thing. I'm not sure I've ever seen a Pepsi Max in the United States when I visited. I'm pretty confident they actually are not present in the United States for some reason. Looks like the Germans have dug in here in the trench. MG set up inside. This might be an MG-34. I think it is the same MG-34. We're so furious calling it some kind of artillery barrage. Just gonna be base 67.5. 10.5 centimeter coming up here. Clears out the machine gun. Looks like a T-60 is arriving here for the Soviet Union. Here has gone for tank, so we have a lot of high-class commanders here with lots of vehicle-heavy ones too. Well, Shock is not necessarily vehicle-heavy, but can be vehicle-heavy. Shock is just a very versatile commander, to be honest. I can do a little bit of everything. Weight being tossed here on the bunker. Destroying it. Mthis is doing a very good assaulting here with the Untersturmführer and the Storm Pioneers. Artillery strikes here from the Siskin. Oh, almost 600 Untersturmführer! They are being manned by shock troopers, so they are very good at actually being survivable. To do half-track assaults here in the center, but it's being hit by anti-tank rifles and a Drishka. So they pull out. Oh, even the 222 lost, it's gone. They need to pull back for repairs. Panzergrenadiers is sitting up behind the stone wall, though. Also have a truck here with some other Panzergrenadiers inside. So some folks going to go around the flank down here, but they might have survived for long. They might, yeah, they throw a grenade down the Drishka. So that Volksgrenadier is doing a lot of work despite being alone. And there he goes. Shot right in the liver. Double T60 hit it. I've seen this tactic a lot more often these days. I guess double T60 is something the Germans are not prepared for. Because it's double autocannons that can move around rapidly and actually do a lot of damage. Panzerbüchse hit them and destroy one gun now. Where's the Panzerbüchse? Oh, the Panzergrenadiers here. That's like a pack though. And this autocannon is actually doing a lot of work. I guess the Germans are not really used to fighting a lot of autocannons, to be honest. Artillery going into the Soviet positions though. I think this might be another 7.5. Yep, just a 7.5. Nothing too dangerous. We also have a crowd mower here, another Lend-Lease weapon from the United States. An American half-track with quad 50 caliber machine guns on top. Laying down a lot of fire and destroy a lot of infantry. Looks like the Panzergrenadiers are throwing their whole up behind the sandbags as the T-60s is just laying down pressure. Panzer IV F1 is arriving though, which I don't think the T-60s can actually fight. I don't think the autocannon has any chance against the armor of a Panzer IV F1. Panzerbüchse did not penetrate this time. The front armor with the Radpanzer and the 222 is also helping a lot. Allowing it to actually chuck it out with the T-60s. But I don't think the 222's own autocannon can deal with the T-60s at range. Needs to get closer. A little bit of an autocannon engagement here. We also have a crowd more supporting, just in case. On the southern flank, the Soviets have also brought a Valentine tank, Lend-Lease from the British Commonwealth. Help as an aggressive recon tank. Germans have a Panzer II Luke's command tank. But they lack any actual AT equipment. They are bringing up a pack now, seeing the Valentine. T-60 is advancing. Or not. They were just prodding a little bit. They're laying down pressure though on the front line. Oh, the Mthis has lacks AT equipment. That is a problem. The T-60s could actually abuse that if they sold at the right time. Panzer IV F1 has arrived though, which I don't think the T-60s can fight. But a snub-nosed gun will have issues penetrating the front of the T-60 at range. That said, if it gets close, this thing is just going to kill the T-60s. And the Panzergrenadier supporting the tank is really good. They get bonuses for being near the tanks, actually. Because they actually intend to fight alongside vehicles. It's kind of the purpose of Panzergrenadiers. There's a Siskin though behind cover here. Lots of fire coming in on it. Also, the Panzergrenadiers are being overrun here by rounds. The two advances quick. It's gonna start turning right. Oh, got too close to the T-60s. And now the Siskin got a good shot there in the Panzer IV. Smoke, that was sort of smoke round. Oh, it's been immobilized. Smoke popped though. Now it's a vulnerable target. Meanwhile, the Valentine is pressuring down here. Black gun has been set up but cleared out by a high explosive round. Germans are just trying to stall until their pack arrives. And the Valentine does back off. Panzer IV F1 got cleared out, probably by the tank hunters. Pack is being requisitioned here by the Mechanisierte. The Soviets still have issues getting their support weapons back. The Germans are just keeping fire on them. We do see a shock trooper squad has arrived. Trying to dig in with their own trench. The T-60 is now ready to apply pressure again as the Germans lost their armored advantage in the center. Hansgrenadiers is doing their best to try and keep the T-60s at bay, but the also cannon fires too much. Now they could actually swerve around to deal with the Waffen-SS, which looks like it might be the plan. However, a pack is arriving. They're trying to get shots into that trench, but that trench is very hard to hit. As you can see, the autocannon shots are just landing all the way around. It's a very low target. But the packs are also arriving here now for the Hansgrenadiers with an improved breach as well. They can actually reload faster. They hit one. They survived though, but they got very dazed from the shot, from the hit. A critical hit, no less. Half-class and Panzergrenadiers just keep an eye on Furious. I like the use of the Wehrmacht sniper model for the 90th. I feel it looks really nice. Not a model you see too often. Looks really high class on the Panzergrenadiers for the Leichte Division. Artillery called in now. This is from the Soviet officer. Just gonna be high explosives. Not hitting too much. Humans had already prepared a second line just in case to fall back to. And I like the double-layered sandbags. That actually helps protect them from artillery. Unless the shell lands right in. Looks like the Wehrmacht is doing their best to just hold the ground at the moment and dig in. The Panzerdivision is also just trying to pressure the southern flank. A lot of movement going on the southern flank. Just very static. Neither side can get to the central point. So we have a T-60 trying to do a cheeky flank up here. Very wide flank. Might be to its advantage here. However, a Panzer IV GA has arrived, which the T-60 cannot stand up against. One good round from the Panzer IV GA will take it out instantly. Let's see, the Soviets just remain about. Too much shots are being piled around. Also, if you're noticing any quality change, I'm trying to change some new recording changes. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to normalize the sound manually in a rendering software afterwards on separate audio channels to see how that works. So give me a thumbs up and tell me how the quality is. I'm also trying to change the video quality to be a little bit better, but I'm not sure if it works in advanced, so we'll have to see. Anyway, KV-8 is being prepared here by Fear. A very good assault and breakthrough tank with a flamethrower. Lacks the anti-tank capabilities though. Valentine requires some repairs on southern flank. Panzer IV G. New acquisition for the Leichte. Keep mix up Mthis and Leichte because they're so similar in theme, that is. Triple Syscon, that's a lot of Sys. They're going to be used as a good artillery battery. So we have a command half-track here present trying to call in some kind of artillery strike. It's going to be 12 centimeter. I don't think the Syscons can see it. Oh, the Syscons can see it. Thankfully they're pinned, so they're not going to be able to fire easily. E60 remains up here. Panzer IV G in the flank. Precision strike's going to come in. Oh, they're trying to take out the 4 HQ. That's what the Systems have been firing at. But the 12 centimeters about to come in. Which Systems don't want any part of. They're just trying to repair that 4 HQ. But the Syscon's artillery is now landing in. That's the advantage of the Syscon. It can double as an artillery piece. Which allows you to just apply. Oh, and the Storm Pioneers die because of it. Can they get the 10th SS Panzer Division out? Or Panzer Grenadiers? Nope, they cancel it. I'm gonna go for a replace with Storm Pioneer instead. And then they start the 10 SS again. Not sure that was a good idea. Panzer G is advancing. But they'll need to get them out quick before they lose that structure. Panzer II looks like to flank down here, but got slowed down. It's hitting the engine block. I think that might be the radiator, actually. Well, that's just a damage engine, never mind. But it was a radiator for a bit. E60 is on the move. It goes to... It's wants to hunt down the Panzer II. Never mind. Stopping there. There's no hunting Panzer II today. Because there's packs about. The Panzer Gs are arriving, unique to Leichter. Can be equipped with high explosive rounds, as you can see, as it's based, which is not a normal thing for German vehicles. So the 10th SS has been called on. Unique Panzergrenadier able to make in the theater. Very good defensive infantry, actually. Can be upgraded with an MG42 100 rounds, which makes them really good at holding a line. Stukas opens fire. The scissors are very closely packed, but the Stukas does not hit them. The scissors still want to try and go for that 4 HQ. Yep, they're doing targeting fire through the fog of war here. They know what to shoot at, and they take it out. Panzer J is on the move. They are vulnerable out there in the open though. Especially with all the artillery coming in around them. Lots of mortars. And now the 10th SS is on the flank. No weapons upgrade on them though, but the 10th SS is still very efficient. Yeah, pretty competent infantry, especially in the defensive position. Meanwhile, the center we have more tanks forming up. Also, the KV-8 has arrived, but it took a hit on the southern, near the southern flank. MCHAs are arriving, and Lend-Lease Sherman from the United States. They're able to motorize. Those are some stocks being prepared by the Panzer Division. Try and prepare for more defensive actions. So the Wehrmacht on the southern flank is just doing holding actions at the moment, which is not a bad choice. Panzer IV J is doing his best to hold. The 10th SS took some big hits. They're still fighting though. Also some Storm Grenadiers from the 9th. The Soviets still hold up there. Also the Soviet mortar gets taken out here by the German mortar. German mortars are pretty damn accurate after all. And the Soviet position is actually not tenable right there. Panzer IV J tries to assault the center here, but got pushed back. The Syscons is doing surprisingly good work. B60 needs to be cautious. One Panzer IV gets taken out by SS. SS is being very efficient today. B-3476 surviving. But the M just being prepared soon, they might be able to run a position. Panzer J is taking out a conscript up there with some of the Panzer Grenadiers. They need to pull back and reinforce though. You don't want to lose these squads. These are very good squads. They are moving around. That's actually very good from low, but they are moving up round before retreating. So they risk less enemy fire. That's exactly how you want to do it. If you have the opportunity to. But here comes the artillery. They're gonna run all the way back to base, though, is the question. Ooh, they could be running into artillery fire then. They need to quickly move. Also quickly replenish. You don't want to risk a stray shot hitting them. T-34 on the northern flank. D-60 and MTS holding. They cleared up one of these pack guns. Panzer IV G is moving up to intercept. It has been loaded with armor piercing. But it has to deal with an MCHA. I don't know if the G can actually deal with an MCHA if the MCHA gets some good shots in. Never mind, that's a heat round. Good shot. The G holds up, although it fails to penetrate without a heat round. Takes up the Sherman there. Now that immobilized T6 is going to be easy to target. That G is doing a lot of good work. So the Soviets have brought in a major here onto the captain. And the Soviet shock captain can get this barrage, which we rarely see used, but this barrage can flatten a part of the map. I wonder if we'll see it today, but I somewhat doubt it. Takes a while to call in. Shock Major has some pretty interesting abilities too, especially Smoke Raid and Breakthrough. They also get from Mother Russia. But units are not allowed to retreat while it's active. I do wonder if we will ever see the 152mm fire mission. Really strong one. KV is on the assault down here. Oh, the Germans lacked much to stop it. The flamethrower is just wreaking havoc on the German positions. Panzerfaust are upgraded, but they're so far not getting them off. Ooh. But the KV is assigned to pull back. Stocks are ready to the front line again. And stocks are pretty good defensive vehicles. Fairly cheap too for what they can do. He's getting some good shots in. MCS on the flank though, but he needs to swap target. They also have a pretty good rate of fire, as you can see. Takes out the KV-8 there. And we have lots of Panzers and Panzerwerfer preparing here in the center. Lots of roadblocks being prepared by the Soviets. They want to deny the northern approach for the Germans, evidently. It's not a bad choice, all things considering. Will prevent the tanks from just straight getting through and flanking. They will prevent their own tanks from using that path, after all. Panzerwerfers are putting fire, probably somewhere around here. Oh, it's down here, never mind. Doesn't hit too much. Stocks are applying a lot of pressure here. But the assist guns are opening fire on them. So they have to pull back for repairs. Looks like a Katyusha's opening fire. They know a lot of fire here on the German positions, but not hitting too much. Germans go for the central point. Might be able to succeed this time. So they most certainly will, thanks to the smoke. Going in there on the max, and that might be an incendiary. That's indeed an incendiary. Panzer IV holding up out here. Trying to get a Panzerfaust off with those tank hunters by the looks of it. So far failing. So he's trying to be called here by the lieutenant. And he succeeded. He is not being suppressed, so he might actually be able to pull it off. It's going to force the Germans to relocate a little bit with their cover. Panzer IV overwatching the northern flank alongside that T-34. B4 is being set up here by the Shock Army. We'll say it's being used for counter-barrage duty. Oh boy. So when something fires in its radius, it's gonna start shooting them back with a very, very big shell. I'm not sure what the officer is doing. I assume he wants to become deaf. And probably die from the shockwave. T-45 rolling up here. T-45s are pretty damn good at what they do, so we'll have to see what happens. Will the B4 fire back? Oh, because the... There we go, now it's firing. At least I think so. Always hard to tell with this thing, it's very awkward sometimes. There we go, now it's firing. Let's see what it's gonna fire at. They're turning it. Oh, northwards. Oh. I might not. Oh, here it comes. Boom. Let's see. It's definitely how it's firing from the German side. Oh, it's aiming for that mortar. Oh, it's an Immergrün here from the Germans. The largest howitzer the Germans can pull onto the field. Trying to flatten this part of the map here. So far doing a good job of it. I feel the Soviets probably need to be assaulting a little bit more now. Because they're being under a lot of artillery pressure. If the Germans can keep that up, they can slowly just attrition out the Soviets, which is, sounds weird. But Immergrün is a really good howitzer. There's the first rockets coming in. One hit straight in the T-45, destroying it. And the Germans are assaulting now. Panzer 48 supporting their push as well. But it looks like the German infantry has to pull back. Shock troopers and T-45 moving up to hold the front line again. Panzer 48 got taken out by the T-34s. Panther tank on the southern flank for the Wehrmacht Panzer Division. Needs to prepare, so Stock's moving up to cover for it. As the MCHs are trying to apply pressure. Oh, it's not pulling back for repairs yet. Panther's gonna try and take shots, but the MCHs armors are holding up so far. Never mind.
The enemy has destroyed one of our vehicles.
Not looking good suddenly for the Soviets. It's the Wehrmacht on the offensive. They take that assist position. Then the Germans might have to be really good here. I suppose one's being loaded. Picks up some of the infantry. They're trying to take out that Panther, which is so far not really working out. Another assist has been manned. Panther has to pull back at that. Just want to risk it. Heat rounds being loaded. They're trying to hit the thing directly, but heat rounds are not the best at hitting a direct small target. Just opens fire. Hitting all of the German backline here. But the German Panzer still survive. More Panzerwerfers are running for the Light Division. And also some Panzer IVs are gearing up to assault on the northern flank here. They still up to intercept what the Soviets are doing. The Soviets are trying to get a position set up. IS-2 is being prepared by the Shock Army. A very heavy assault tank available to Soviet Shock. Shock troopers are setting up inside that structure. So we have more than 10 FSS in the field now. Just gonna get some good shots in. So some grenades are being tossed in there. When the shock troopers change targets. The brigade star's barely nothing there. So the B4 is still trying to figure out where it wants to fire. Imogen opens fire and hits some of the Soviet front line. T-34 assaulting the northern flank. Takes out one Panzer IV. T-45 is a very dangerous tank for the Panzer IVs to deal with. He's got an 85mm gun. I think pierces it just destroys the Panzer IV sometimes outright, as you can see. Germans are trying to scavenge some wrecks. Good to see. That's a very good ability. Also a sign of a good German player when they actually scavenge the wrecks around them. So the Panzers are preparing for some kind of push. The Soviets on the southern flank have lost a lot of ground. Well, lost a lot of units anyway. Not lost a lot of ground yet, but with those Panzers gearing up, that could soon change. Two stocks supporting a Panther is a very good combination, actually. Sounds like the Imogen is still firing. Just doing its best. Oh! Panzer IV remains up there. MTS have geared up. Where are the Panzers? There they are. Stock is moving out first to scout ahead. There's a Panther II command tank coordinating everything as well. Panzerwerfer opens fire to support. Panther's being prepared by the Light Division. But no push happens yet. Oh, a B4 opens fire. Almost destroyed a stock there. Stukas opens fire as well. And with that, the Panther starts advancing, I think. Yep, takes out one Panzer IV. Yeah, I don't think Chronic likes being targeted by so much artillery. The Soviets don't really have a lot of good AT to deal with this Panther at the moment. One stock has been neutralized though. Well, immobilized rather. But the Mthis is not going to hold up to the Panther. The Panther's just such a good tank. I need some support from the other Soviets. Even the 85 down here, I feel. Because the Panther's frontal armor is just too thick. While this is going on, we have the IS-2 assaulting up here. Which I don't think the Germans are actually geared to deal with at the moment. And there's a lack of AT equipment up here. This Panzer IV is getting awfully close. Oh yeah, that was high explosive round, but you can see how much that did. And now it's close enough to actually do damage, I think. Yeah, it managed to penetrate. I'm not sure that Panzer IV survived that. I guess the second shot did not actually hit it. Well, down here. Oh! Ammo rack! I missed it! We just saw an ammo rack there in the Panther for the southern flank. I just went down to check, but Sis and Mcha actually managed to get the Panther. Man, Panther II tank also gets taken out. We do have a Panther on the northern flank here. This is the Panther A, I think, that the likely gets, which is the worst form of the Panther. Same gun, though, but less armor and less mobility. P45 and IS-2 still fighting. Some trenches have fallen into Soviet hands. IS-2 probably should start advancing. They only really have the Panther that can actually deal with this IS. Panther's gonna take a shot, manage to penetrate. That Panther, the IS-2 should probably start backing off then. The Panther can get such a good shot in. Oh, it's because it's using APCR rounds. This is his penetration chance. But the Mthis are suffering heavy losses. The Mthis is almost down to no infantry, actually. Panzer IV J is trying to do something here. I'm not just gonna work out, though. Yep. That'll be a workout. I was just backing up for repairs all the way back here. Just not getting artillery. More Panthers being requisitioned here. Oh, looks like the Panzer army lost all its tanks. A King Tiger is going to be arriving soon, though. Try and take care of it. But all the stocks and the stuff just got taken out in the open field. More Panzer IVs, not Panzer IVs, T-45s are being geared up. I'm really having my works jumbled today, aren't I? T-45 is trying to get a shot in here. Oh, that's a good hit, actually. That's going to force that Panther off. Rockets are going in. It's just being repaired. Also, there's a German ops still in the fight here. But decide they have to pull back because they're shock troopers. Panzer IV J is arriving though to show up the front line. But Mthis needs more infantry to show up the front line further. But the 85s now starting to arrive. The 85s, once they get going, are very hard to stop. They get to a certain amount of number of them. You have the upgrade to make them cheaper. Looks like they do. So these things are very cheap. They are 250 manpower and 50 fuel for T-45. This is the power of late-game late-game tank division for the Soviet Union. They are exceptionally hard to deal with when they get going with this train. Your map will just get flooded with T-45s. On the southern flank, the fighting continues. Looks as some pioneers are flanking about. The Germans are still holding on. This is so far a very good fight. Stukusufusu opens up again with its rockets. I just hope my new recording settings are good. And it's going to slow down the T-34s from advancing, but not stop them. IS-2 is advancing again, though. Soviet officers trying to pull in an artillery strike. IS-2 chaining its gun. Panzer IV needs to be very cautious with its movements. They're getting closer. They want to try and overrun the IS-2. They might be able to flank it here. IS-2 needs help. That's for the Panzer IV on the flank. Oh! They've failed to penetrate the flank of the IS. This Panzer IV is deep shit. But it's still too close for the IS to hit it. They either need T-54 or T-5 to come up and help. So it's lacking an AT to stop it. The Panzer IV is just rolling around. Just trying to get a rear shot in. Penetrates. IS-2 needs help. But no help is coming. I think it might be able to kill it. Heat run being loaded. Oh, that's one more shot. And IS-2 is down. That Panzer IV did its work, but the T-45 is just assaulting now. And there's nothing here to stop them. Panther's gonna try and get around the flank, but that's another 85s. I don't think it can stop these 85s. If they focus on it, Panzer IV is gonna try and get on the flank though. This Panzer IV is doing a lot of work, holy shit. It's another 85. Panther does go down though. Panzer IV needs to move quickly. Other 85 down. 85 turning its gun though. This might be into this T-54. Oh no, this Panzer IV, yeah. Panzer IV is down. And down goes the ace. That ace got a lot of work, got a lot of tanks done in a very short amount of time. But the service is gonna get more. King Tiger's right to the southern flank where it's taking a hit from something. Probably all the scissors. The Soviets have to keep this King Tiger at bay for the most part. And this has been quite a hectic fight. I like it. Look at all the tank wrecks. The Soviets need to requisition more infantry. Help push. And they have plenty of infantry ready. More T-54 still being prepared. The Germans are running out of troops. At least in the Mthis SS. Ooh, B4 got a good shot there. Nimaguen is also taking some shots in. The Panzer Grenadiers are assaulting though. Or at least trying to support the assault. It looks like a Panzer Rifle got destroyed. More rockets are being fired in. Probably around here again. Oh, up here actually. T-54s are assaulting. Now the Tempests lack Panzerfaust, so they have to get much closer to destroy tanks. So that's actually a problem with them. And more 85s are just rolling up. Able to apply more pressure. Some Soviet kind of artillery is going in. We're gonna see the big... No, this is from the Soviet tank officer. So it's not the big fire machine. He also got stunned anyway. Thanks to Stukas, so that's not gonna be any artillery strike. So the Panther so far is keeping the 85s at bay. Let's see. King Tiger's gonna try and push up again, but the Sis guns are just too much. There's so many Sis guns pointed at it. King Tiger will need repairs again. That's 3 Sis guns, 4 Sis guns actually in this area. That's a lot of anti-tank on fire. More German infantry is also dying. Panther still operational though. Germans are trying to take up again. Often assist. Oh! That looks like it was not intentional. That looked like it was a bug of some kind. So if the Panther backs off up into a port HQ of the Waffen-SS trying to set up, it might get cancelled. Well, it might have just been intentionally cancelled, I don't know, to get it in another area. Soviet major in the field alongside some medics here. Some more rockets being going out here from the Panzerwerfer. Some more Panthers being requisitioned. King Tiger just remains on Overwatch at the southern flank, not much else is happening down here. And there's just also a lot of sys guns. I understand why the King Tiger doesn't really want to advance. It just shows up in fire. And they stun the Hauptmann. Panthers on the move. And that's some smoke cover. And the Sources are trying to secure this north and central point. T-3045s are preparing for another push though. There's a lot of 85s here. And I feel the Germans lack AT set up here to stop them. Especially now that the Panthers relocated to attack the central point. Although that's a good assault from the Panzer Grenadiers. Just need to keep applying pressure. The battle out on being touched there, the Sys gun. D5 is going to go for the Panther. Panzer Faust on the T-34, and then around from the Panther clears it out. But the 85 is just flanking up here. After this, has lost a lot of stuff, but they've set up around the old train station here. I don't know why I say old. It's probably still in use, to be honest. You can even see the train right there. Sys guns are trying to be cautious what they want to set up, though. 85s are moving around as a little bit of an annoying combat squad that can just move in whenever they need. Packers on the flank here to try and cover the Panther. Got a good shot there, stunning the frontal one. The Panther needs to be very cautious. Pack has been cleared out. That's 3 T-3045s on it. Good rockets though, stunning the tanks. That's exactly how you use the rockets. Other Panthers arriving though. You have some 10 with a Panzer Strike. E4's also opening fire. They're suppressed though, which means that they are less accurate. And now they're pinned, which means they cannot fire. Another T-34 gets cleared out. These Panthers are actually doing a good job working together. And the southern flank, the King Tiger is holding off a lot of MTS. MTS so far not doing too well against the King Tiger, but the King Tiger constantly reaching pairs. So at least they're keeping it from doing anything useful. I guess the southern Soviet flank is just a holding action against the German southern flank. Mostly on the northern flank, all the action seems to be happening. Captain is going to call in a strike. It's not going to be the super heavy one. It's going to be a basic 120mm. 122mm to be exact. Which is still going to be pretty damn big. As you can see here, oh, destroying the train station. Now imagine if it's 152mm. Oh, there's even a second wave of it. Oh, that might have been for the other Capitan here. Just completely flattened that part of the map. Imagine opens fire. And what's going in the southern flank here? Got people on the other Soviet Capitan. It's going to be another 122mm. The one available to all Soviet Capitans. But they all get a unique upgrade. It's going to be another big barrage happening soon. The T-34 is moving up on the flank, I imagine. Try and push through this. Germans are starting to lack in equipment. Here comes the barrage on the southern flank. Not really hitting much though. Germans already vacated that position. Of scavenging going on, good to see. Another Panther being prepared. Panzer then is in a... Actually, those are just SS Grenadiers with a satchel charge on the half track. Can they back off in time? They do. Luckily. And Imogen keeps shooting. Not really hitting too much. So the Panther's gonna try and do for another assault in the center. Not a bad choice, all things considering. I need some more Pepsi. My throat is getting a little bit dry from all this talking. It's a fairly lengthy match after all. About 50 minutes at the moment. There we go. Got my soda. Ah, that's nice. I like soda. The German Panthers just advancing. 85s are going in to intercept. Oh, got a good shot there. They injured the driver. That Panther might actually be gone. Oh god, it's still holding on somehow. Smoke has been popped. Driver has been replaced. But that doesn't help them. The 85s continue to advance. They have one officer coordinating everything. Oh, they're very close there. And the Panther does not want the Soviet tanks to be close. Ooh, that will not penetrate. There we go, another Panther gets taken out. Now the 85s just have free reign to just drive through, I think. Panther strike. Misses and but does damage to another T-34. The Germans even have the ability to stop this. Because I think the King Tiger got cleared on the southern flank. The Mthis and the Mthis might have been too much for it. Not looking good for the Germans now. Especially with the T-34 is just getting around the flank here, but good shot from that pack. But the ace T-45, which is not actually an ace, it's just a high-level one with an officer. That's not a lot of work. T-45 gets cleared out.
We have lost one of our armored vehicles.
Looks like the Germans are losing a lot of ground suddenly. But the Soviets have suffered losses in advance. Looks like Chronic is on the assault. We do another Panther arriving. Lots of Mthis assaulting here. There's just a lot of firing. I don't think the German Wehrmacht on the southern flank has anything to stop this. They need a Panther or something to help them. There's just so much fire from all these Mthis. But the Soviet infantry is not coming up behind them yet. High explosive rounds being loaded. Panther is a bit cautious with its movements. The 85 is just waiting to pounce, I imagine. More Kachishima rockets going in. The Germans need to vacate that position. They simply cannot hold it. Panther turns around here to try and help. A good shot then on an M-shot. Sugas Fus rockets going in. The 85 is going in to pounce now. And that Panther is not going to last long. Smoke has been popped. Gets taken out there by the 85s. The Soviets just keep advancing. It's hard to stop the Russian steamroller when it gets going. Yeah, I think the Germans have lost this one. Although it has been a very valiant attempt, they did a lot of work. The Soviets are now broken through with a sheer amount of tanks and encircled the other flank. And with that, I don't think the Wehrmacht can do much else. Especially this officer-mounted T-45 is doing a lot of work coordinating. Yeah, the Germans surrender at this point. Good match. A lot of action across most of the fronts. Hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you all next time, everyone. Bye-bye.